The wind howled, sounding eerily like a cold old hound at the end of a chain. The rain was relentless, overflowing the street drains that were clogged with leaves and small tree limbs. I was bundled with 3 layers of clothes, practically suffocating in my non breathable dark green rain jacket. I wasn't supposed to go out late at night, especially on a night like this. But this wasn't just any night. I had no choice. It was useless to try to ride my bike in this weather, so it took me nearly 40 minutes to get to the park. When I finally arrived, my older brother Rick and his friend Phil were waiting for me. What took you so long? Rick barked at me. I'm sorry. I got here as fast as I could, but forget it. Rick fired back. Did you bring it? Yeah, it's right here, I said as I pulled the brown paper lunch sack out of my jacket. It's wet. What the hell, Jeff? I'm sorry. I tried my best. It's cool. Phil jumped in. My backpack is waterproof. Give it to me. As I handed him the package, I added, It's just a paper bag that got wet anyway. The box is fine. You better hope so, warned Rick. Dude, chill. It's fine, rescued Phil, giving me a reassuring look. It's almost midnight. We have to move, said Rick. Phil tucked the package into his blue backpack, and Rick slung his dark brown utility pack over his shoulder. He had really brought it. His pack of trail gear that included a pickaxe and shovel. Either from the cold or nerves, a strong shiver shot through my spine as we made our way out of the park and toward the cemetery. We arrived, trudging through the mud, thinking with every step. Fortunately, we didn't have to go far. We were soon upon the grave that we came here for. The nameplate was covered in debris from the storm. I knelt down with my flashlight, push away the leaves and twigs. Paxton Abercrombie Lynch. PAL were the perfect initials for him. He was always everyone's pal. Rick unloaded his utility pack, handing me the shovel and Phil the pickaxe. Get to work, he barked. Dig! I can't do this, I whined. This is crazy. Yeah, man, I don't know about this. I really don't want to dig for. Shut up, both of you. This has to be done. We're doing what must be done. Phil and I looked at each other. Could tell he was as scared as I was, just better at hiding it. It's almost midnight, damn it! Dig, Rick yelled. As we got to work, the wind and the rain both picked up harder. 3 shovels in, lightning lit up the sky. All of my thunder still out, it seemed to shake the soggy ground that we were standing on. I don't know if the grave was intentionally shallow or if the soaked ground made it easy, but after maybe 5 minutes of digging, we hit the casket with a thump. We stopped and looked at each other. Good, dig around the edges so I can grip it, said Rick. As we dug, water poured into the hole, making a disgusting pork soup. Rick jumped into the hole. Okay, I've got the lip. I think I can open it now. Standing in the grave up to his waist, Rick yanked on one side of the 3-foot casket. Didn't even know they made coffins that small until he died. Using both hands and his body weight thrusting backwards, Rick tried a second time, a third, on the 4th or 5th hole, he fell backwards and the top of the casket ripped open. That's when the smell hit us like a thick fog, more powerful than the wind blowing in the opposite direction. He gagged, Phil churned and vomited, splashing into the standing water that was all around us. Give it to me, Rick shouted at Phil as a huge gust of wind sent a large tree branch crashing to the ground, so close we felt the swoosh of displaced air. Let's get out of here, screamed Phil. Give me the package, now! Phil's trembling hands fumbled to unzip his backpack. I shined my flashlight on him as he pulled out the brown paper bag I had given him at the park. The bag had ripped, revealing part of the label, the letters M-I-L, on a red cardboard box. Rick, still standing in the hole and over the open casket, reached out to take the package from Phil. In that instant, the wind and the rain abruptly stopped. Suddenly, the air was calm, and the only sound was of water dripping from the trees and into the grave. That's when I realized why this was so important to Rick. He never got to say goodbye. These were his favorite, Rick muttered as he pulled the box from the wet torn paper bag. He knelt down, placing the box of Milk-Bone dog biscuits in the coffin, whispering, "Rest in peace, Pax. We love and miss you."